You find out that you were named Mr. Basketball.
I found out Friday night.
Okay. And how'd you learn the news?
I got a call from my coach, my head coach. He called and told me, he said he had some news. At first, I didn't answer the phone the first 2 times because I thought he wanted me to come to the gym. And I was cleaning up right now, so I was like, nah, I ain't finna get out. So he called back and he told me it was urgent. So he was like, I have some news for you. And I was like, all right, what's up? He's like, well, you got what one of your goals was, and it was Mr. Basketball. And I was kind of speechless for a few seconds.
And then afterwards, what were your thoughts that came through, that you got this great honor?
My thoughts afterwards, it was like, wow, you only get one opportunity every now and then. So I was just blessed to have the opportunity to win.
How much do you think that it helped that all the coaches saw you a couple years ago, win a state championship, go through that run?
I think it helped a lot. I think maybe some coaches that didn't get that first year when they saw me in high school, and the next year they seen it. Then another year they got a cheek and I was like, all right, so I got a great look at him now.
Going into it, what did you think your chances were?
I was just being humbled and let God take his parts of it. If it was meant for me to win, I wasn't kind of putting on no fundraiser with it or nothing. So.
Okay, you didn't write your speech ahead of time or anything?
No, I had
3 weeks ago or anything?
No, I had wrote the speech the next day after I was announced.
Talk about your senior year, where you feel that you improved the most, because Coach said now you got an NBA body, you put on a lot of weight. And how tough was it not to be able to complete your journey, and get to Breslin?
I think I improved somewhere on my shooting and just my leadership on the court and playmaking. And in the high school ending, it was kind of tough for me, but I put it in God's hands.
I mean, it's technically, it hasn't been canceled yet, the tournament.
Yeah.
You're holding out hope that they could.
Yeah, I'm still holding out. Hopefully, I get to finish my journey off.
You're the third winner from Benton Harbor. You're joining Wilson Chandler and Pig Miller. What does it mean to share this honor with those guys and great players that have come?
It means it's a good opportunity. It's a lot of people that came from the area that didn't get a chance to win Mr. Basketball, so I'm just honored and blessed to be as one of the 3 names.
Did you try to mold your game after any particular player?
I kind of like old school basketball, so I'm more of like Michael Jordan and everybody else, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
You got a skyhook?
Yeah.
Do you use it much?
Yeah, sometimes.
What is the game that, might be the most memorable? Obviously winning the state championship, but any others that stick out?
Maybe it was a few games I had in my career that it was a team effort. So it kind of reminded me of practice during the actual game. In the heat of the moment, it was during playoffs, and it's just like everybody was just on the same page, and it just felt good to know that your teammates was there for you.
Obviously, you got beat by Beecher, but you beat Imani Bates and Lincoln. Can you talk a little bit about that game? What stood out?
Which one?
The Lincoln game.
The Lincoln game, we just came prepared for it. We had lost to Flint Beecher. We wasn't really all the way prepared, but we was gonna get better. So that game, the next hit list was Imani Bates. So we just locked in as a team and completed our goal, which is just a win.
Was that the next game, or did you say next on the hit list?
The next on the hit list.
You had a hit list?
Yeah.
Okay.
How did you do in that game? Do you recall?
I just was going to sacrifice everything that I had. I was giving them my all like it was my last game.
Why Butler?
Butler, it felt like home to me. It was a great fit for my family and myself, and I just seen myself actually doing good things there.
We're going to get Coach Sterling.
Just lastly, how does it feel just to be Mr. Basketball in the state of Michigan?
It feels good. I know a lot of friends and family at home excited right now. I told them I had some news, but they thought it was a Burger King award that I had won recently, so they just got it right now.
We might be able to get you some Wendy's, but no Burger King.
Nah.
What's the difference between this year and last year's team in terms of what you had to contribute?
This year team, we lost kind of our big man, like from 6 feet, so we had kind of small, which moved me to the 4. So it kind of differentiated, but we was a lot quicker this year and more just I was back in my regular class, so I felt like more about a lot of chemistry.
Coach, what was your initial reaction when you heard that he had won the award?
I was overjoyed with emotions. You know, I think, you know, Carlos have been the best player in the state all 4 years, and I just was proud that, you know, when I got the call. So, again, I was just very happy for him because he's deserving of everything he get.
When did you realize he could be a Mr. Basketball? How many years ago?
Yeah, I was saying when he was in 4th grade. You know, had my eye on Scooby since he was in 4th grade. He played jump start basketball, and he always dominated, you know, every time, and he played up. So I knew we had to make sure he's stay with us and be a student at Ben Harbor High School. You know, once that became, you know, he took care of business. He led us to the Final Four his freshman year. Sophomore, he won the state championship for us. So, you know, if we get a chance to resume this year, I think he'll win another state championship for us. So,
Coach, can you talk about his improvement over the 4 years? It's been incredible to watch. You know, he was a pretty good player as a freshman, but he just keeps getting better and better.
Absolutely. Yeah, he had a great freshman year, but again, he still stayed in the gym every day. You know, he didn't take time off. You know, he always a student of the game. He's watched a lot of film. You know, but one thing he improved the most on is perimeter game. You know, his 15-foot shot. You know, his three-point shooting. You know, and then his senior year, he just filled out by hitting the waist hard and getting that NBA ready body.
Obviously, you're holding out hope. Do you really think that you're going to have a shot at resuming play?
With the news today, it looked kind of bleak. So.
Thank you.
Great.
Coach, one more. You talk about, you know, the history of Benton Harbor. He's the 3rd Mr. Basketball and joins what that means, too, to have him join, you know, likes of Pig Miller and Wilson Chandler.
Yeah, it's big for the city. It's big for the community. You know, Ben Harbor is a basketball city, so, you know, everybody back home very excited, just like when we won the state championship. You know, Carlos representing the city of Ben Harbor, representing the west side of the state. So, you know, this big, you know, Pig Miller and Wilson Chandler, you know, Carlos look up to those guys, and they always mentoring him, you know, giving him advice and everything. So, you know, I just think it's great for Ben Harbor to have 3 Mr. Basketballs, and ahead of us is Detroit, I think, with 5 throughout the city. But, you know, that just shows, again, that Ben Harbor a powerhouse. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is that it? Okay, thank you, Coach. Should I just, it's over? Okay.
Kevin, cut this.
Hey, everybody.
They're still live, I think.
I know, Lauren Plant, state champs, just letting you guys know
Thanks
it's over.
for watching
Bye-bye. There it
this
is.
State Champs Sports Network production. Make sure you follow State Champs on all your favorite social media platforms. Throughout the next few months, we'll be digging into our 18 years of content to give you best ofs, slams, dunks, catches, touchdowns, home runs, you name it. It will all be available via the State Champs social media platforms and by downloading the brand new State Champs app. Available now on Fire Stick and Roku TV.